Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with another episode of Robospital. And in the last episode, we finally unlocked some lists and stuff like that. Make a string into a list. Let's do this. We haven't actually played around with any of them yet, but we unlocked the ability to use them. I mean, we've always had the ability, I guess. The game doesn't lock you out of stuff, but I'm trying to only use the things that we have available to us. Let's use the split method of a string. Write the following code. Okay, let's do this. X equals input and print x dot split. Print x dot split. Now, I don't know what that does. The code will receive a string input, split the string by white space, and create a list of the substrings. Okay. Oh, interesting. So it takes the string and creates a list of words. Cool. Let's see what it actually does now. Welcome to Mechanical Library. So x dot split makes a list. Okay, and then we're actually printing the list, including the brackets. Interesting. What else do we got? Length of list. Investigate the T20 bookshelf in the Mechanical Library. The list of book titles is input as a single string with titles separated by commas. On the first line, print the length of the list. On the second line, print the line. On the second line, print the list. So does that thing that we just had, that like split or whatever, can you change it to be, instead of blank spaces, be commas? I mean, whatever, maybe. Okay. So yeah, you put what you want it separated by. So I think then it is split, right? Yep. Okay, so what we're gonna do is x equals input, and we'll say list equals x dot split at a comma, and I guess we probably could. Can we input dot split? I doubt it, right? Does this work, or is this getting too crazy? Maybe that will work. Then all we have to do is print the length of x and print x. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Let's give it a go. Wow. Okay, look at that. So what's next? What's next? Indexing lists. Find the second book on the T20 bookshelf in the Mechanical Library. Okay, so the same thing we did last time. X equals input dot split at commas. And then we want to print x at 1. Right? I think so. Easy peasy. What else do we got? Sorting lists. Sort the T20 bookshelf in the Mechanical Library. The list of book titles is input in a string, separated by commas. Print the sorted list in alphabetical order. Uh-oh. So, okay, hang on. Maybe that's what it's doing when I do this. If A is less than B, print true. Is it telling me if it's in alphabetical order when I do this? Or if A is greater than, print true. Come on here. Okay, let's just run this. It didn't print anything. So what if I do if B is greater than A? Okay, so if it comes in later, then it's bigger. So you're counting up, basically. Like A is 0, B is 1, right? So that should work the same if I put like L and Z. This should give me nothing. Okay, but if I go like Z and L, it gives me true. Now I imagine it works the same with like spaces and stuff too. I don't actually know. Okay, but if I do this, it should work. Okay, we're onto something here. So we're gonna need to do the same thing we've been doing every time. X equals input dot split at commas, and then now we have to compare. So I think what we want to do is while length of X is greater than 0, we're going to do some stuff, and what we are going to do is take the maximum of X. Let's say what are we going to do here? Max? No, we can't say max. Maximum equals max. Do I want the maximum or do I want the minimum? I think I want the minimum, right? Minimum of X. We'll have to make a sorted list. Wait, sorted is a function? Sorted? What does sorted do? Built in operators. Basic. Can I just sort X? Can I just do this? What is this? Let's just say new list equals sorted X. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Print new list. There's no way. Is this gonna work? Whoops, wrong button. What? I would have never known that that worked if I didn't try to make a variable called sorted. How are we supposed to know that? What the heck? I literally just made that up. Hang on. It's gotta be in here somewhere, right? Built-in types, integer, floating, string. List? Is sorted in here somewhere? Examples, output, count, sort. List.sort. This method sorts the list. Okay. So we kind of did that. What I should have done then is gone input dot split dot sort. Maybe this method reverses a list. Wow, I have no idea what this stuff means. Methods, hey? Okay, anyway, we're learning on the fly here. The list of bookshelves, print the reverse sorted list. Okay, ooh, now's our chance to do it. So X equals, and we're gonna just try getting crazy here, equals input dot split at commas dot sort dot reverse. Does that work? It was reverse, right? Reverse. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go. Print X. Okay. Whoops, wrong button again. There's no way this works. Oh, it has an error. None type object has no attribute reverse. Okay, so maybe then what I need to do is just go X equals X dot sort. Maybe? I figured that this would work. How does this work now? No attribute reverse. Okay. What if I say x equals x dot sort and then x equals x dot reverse? Whoops. Why is it doing that? Okay, so for some reason, I'm just playing around with this to see what happens, but for some reason, this is giving me a list, which is what I want. I can print the list. Then when I go to sort the list, I'm getting none back. So this sort command, x.sort, numbers.sort, doesn't seem to be working. I shouldn't be getting none. But okay, so we might be able to instead. We had sorted working. Sorted x. Maybe that will work. 1, 2, oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then reverse is not working either. Maybe we just go like reversed x. 1, 2, 3, 4. List reversed iterator object. I don't know what that means. What if I just print reversed x? List underscore reverse iterator object at some weird hexadecimal thing. This should be working, but it's not. Which is really sad, because I can do it with a while loop, but I'd rather not. Oh, you know what? I don't think I... Maybe hang on. I think when I do this, if I just go x.sort... Whoops. It looks like it just overrides x by itself. So that's what's happening, I think. Okay, so then this thing is probably the same thing. X.reverse. And that's just gonna override itself. I don't have to do x equals because it should just work now, right? Oh, I didn't print. I was like, why didn't it work? Okay, we'll try that one more time. And now it should print out 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is basically like when we just call up a function. I mean, that's kind of what it is, isn't it? It's just running the reverse function on x, and then it overrides itself. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So using that same logic then, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do .sort.reverse. But that would be awesome. .sort.reverse. Would it run them both? Or are we gonna get some sort of error? Whoops. None. Yeah, okay. It doesn't like that. It's okay, it's okay. I'm just getting excited. So we can go x.reverse here, and then we'll print x. And then that should work. There we go. So I think what happens is that reverse function doesn't return anything. So when you say x equals that thing, it's not actually returning anything. And that's why we're getting none back. So that kind of makes sense, I think. Remove the first and last books from the T20 bookshelf in the Mechanical Library. Again, same thing as usual. X equals input dot split at a comma, and then we need to print the list excluding the first and last. So x dot pop at 0, x dot pop at -1, print x, right? We know pop. We know pop. Come on, get out of here. Bingo! You'll love to see it. Okay, what else do we got here? What is the maximum value? A list of integers is entered as a string. The strings are separated by white space. Print the maximum value. Okay, so what we need to do then is go x equals input and then split at nothing. Oops. Dot split. Now those have to be integers. So I'm not sure how that is going to work. Maybe it doesn't matter. Make sure the elements in the list are numerical. Okay, it does say that. I'm not sure how to turn them all in. Like, what I would like to do, numeric operator. What I would like to do is just put int around this whole thing, but I don't know if that is going to work. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. We'll go with that. Int argument must be a string, not a list. Must be a string. So this is gonna return me a list of strings. And then I guess what we need to do for I in X, I don't know if we need to do this. X at I equals int? Is this bad? I feel like this is bad. I don't know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3. List indices must be integers or slices, not strings. Oh. So we need to do in length of X. Now it'll give me numbers instead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't need commas though. I need spaces. Int object is not iterable. In range. In range. This is definitely not right. There has to be a better way to do this. Okay, I think it's working, but I don't know. Like, there's gotta be a better way to do that. Okay, well, I don't know how else to do that, so we're just gonna do it like this for now, and we'll see how that works. I'm gonna convert everything into an integer, which I don't know if I have to do. Okay, hang on. Let's just stop it for a second. What if I just cut this? Will it still work? No. It doesn't work when they're not integers. Although it almost does. The only problem is it thinks that 89 is the biggest... It thinks that 89 is the biggest number. What if I do like print maximum of int x? Does something like that work? No, no, no. Okay, well, then maybe what I had was the only way to do it. Or, I mean, there's probably a much nicer way to do it, but whatever. Let's go with this for now. There we go. I don't know how else to do it. It's not really that great at telling you all the like little bits and tips and tricks. It does have this little tab over here that you can go to and kind of comb through it. But I don't know, it's not really giving me enough. Write the following code. Why? That's so much writing. X equals a Is this just a test of my typing abilities? Because I'm not that great at it. Okay, we got that out of the way. Print x of 0. Of 0. Print x of 1. Print... Oh, I see what it's getting us to do. We're accessing a index of an index. Kinda cool. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. Okay. X is a list, output, go. Why would it make us write that whole thing out? Okay. It is cool. So index of 0 is this whole first one, and then index of 0 and 0 gives me this first one of this first one. Interesting. We're kind of using that concept in The Farmer Was Replaced a little bit, so not totally new to me. A total of 3 lists are entered as 3 strings. Commas separate each element of the list. Create a new list with these 3 lists as elements and print it out. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Okay. So X equals input. Split. We'll go Y equals input. Split. We'll go Z equals input. Split. Oh. Dot. Okay. And then output will equal... What does output equal? Output will equal X, Y, Z. Right? Print output. What the heck? X, Y, Z. 1, 2, 3. X, Y, Z. Why is ABC getting overwritten by X, Y, Z? Oh, why do I have Z equals X here? That's weird. Z equals X. That's... Okay, there we go. Okay, bingo. Got it. How about it, Jason? Do the bookshelves still look beautiful to you? No, they have started to look like ordinary bookshelves again. But what happened to Alex? Does he work as a waiter and a librarian? No, he's just a hardware repair guy. But how can he praise books so naturally? It's because he's trying so hard to act natural. And patients love that aspect of him. He's a very professional person. I guess it's time for me to take a breather too. Don't you think you're working too long? It's okay. I'm used to it. A librarian's life is kind of repetitive life. I feel like I've heard that before. There are tasks that are repeated every time. It's walking up to the bookshelf and putting the returned books back. Is it important to leave work? Leaving work is very important, but the librarian's leaving work is a bit different from the waiters. Waiters leave work at their leaving time. When does a librarian leave work? It's when all of the work of the bookshelf is finished. From the first bookshelf to the last, without exception, in order. And I just finished the work of the last bookshelf. Then I will. Take care on your way home, Alex. Is Alex really leaving work, right? Well, I wonder if he'll appear somewhere else. Is Alex a workaholic? A little bit. He seems to like working. Judging by the dark circles under his eyes, it would be good if he took it easy with his work. That's right. So Jason, what do you think? About what? About what we're going to practice. It looks like checking this list from beginning to end. Oh, you were catching up, aren't you? This is used when you want to iterate through the code for each element of a list. That's not easy either. Let's practice together. Welcome to Eliza's practice round. Let's learn about for. For is used when you have code you want to repeat. For is similar to while, but a little different. If while repeats code based on a condition, for repeats code along a sequence like a list or string. After for, write the variable name in sequence and colon in order. And write the code to repeat the following line. Then, as the code repeats, the elements of the sequence are assigned to the variable. When the sequence ends, the code repetition ends. Let's practice by writing. X equals A, B, C, and for E in X, print E, and I need an indent, and I need a colon. Good. Well done. Okay, let's start the treatment. Ooh, this guy looks like he's in rough shape. Book titles. The main data server of the Mechanical Library. He holds a vast amount of data and emits heat every day. The reason he malfunctioned is because someone accidentally turned off the air conditioner. Makes sense. Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna need the input dot split again, as per our usual. Okay, we'll do something like this. I'm gonna copy that after I fix it. Print all book titles, one per line. That seems very simple. For each, for book in X, and I forgot this again, print book. Is that it? So I know this game is like super simple, but it's like something really satisfying about completing these little objectives. I feel like I'm learning a lot. I don't know. Separate the science books in the Mechanical Library. The list of books is separated by a single string. Blah, blah, blah. Let's put that in there. Refer to sequence operators. Sequence operators involve operations using two sequence types. X equals ABC, Y equals ABC, X plus Y, X times 3, X equals... Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember. We learned this already, or we read it before. So, what am I doing? Determine the number of books with science in the title. Okay. So, we'll set num book equal to 0 for book in X if what am I looking for? Science in book num book plus equals 1. And then print num book. Okay, I think that should work. Very cool. I'm liking all this string manipulation stuff. I don't know. I've never done it before, so this is a whole new world to me. The farmer was replaced has none of this stuff in it. Which book? Something. I didn't read the title. Find the book with the longest title. So we're gonna need this. For book in X. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Max equals 0, we'll say. If... what am I doing? Book dot count is greater than max, and I don't want max. What? Maximum? We'll do that. Maximum. Then book equals biggest. then biggest equals book, and we'll just say biggest is going to equal nothing right now, and we have to reset our maximum. So book dot count. Wait. Maximum equals book dot count. I think that's the function. I think so. We'll give it a go. And then we have to print the biggest. Right? I hope so. I think count... I'm supposed to put book in here. Is that how it works? I forget. Built-in list. Dot count. This element counts how many times the element appears. Oh, I don't want that. That is not what I want. I want... Whoa! We could have done that for the science thing. Right? This method counts how many times an element appears in the list. I think we probably could have. But what I actually need is if length of book. And then I think I need that here as well. Hopefully that fixes it. There's probably a better way to do this, but there we go. Int object is not callable. This would probably make more sense if I did like list. Not list. Shelf? Let's just do this so it makes a little bit more sense. There we go. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a shelf. And we're looking at each book in the shelf. If the length of the book is greater than the maximum, then our biggest book is going to equal to the book. And our maximum is going to equal to the length of the book. Then we just keep doing that to forever, and hopefully that should work now. It's looking good. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we've done it. Bingo. 2 more. What is the most popular book? Find the most popular book in the mechanical library based on the highest number of checkouts. Do I still have that thing copied and pasted? Good. The list of book titles is input in as a single string. The list of checkouts for each book is input in a single string. So let's go shelf checkouts equals input dot split. See, now the problem is I haven't found a better way to turn all of these into integers. And now it's gonna start catching up to me because I'm gonna have to keep doing it over and over again. Okay, well, unfortunately, I still don't know how to do this better, so for num in checkouts what am I doing? Checkouts at num is going to equal int checkouts at num. Okay, so that's gonna fix that part, and then once we're done with that, we need to figure out which one is the biggest, which number is the biggest, and figure out what location it is as well. So, I keep doing that. Maximum most is going to equal maximum of checkouts. And then I don't know how to get the index with this information. Maybe what we can do is go most up here, make it equal to 0. And then maybe in our for loop here, we'll say if checkouts at num is greater than most, then most equals checkouts at num and position, let's just say index equals num. And I guess we're gonna have to set this equal to something just to initialize it. So index equals 0. Then that's gonna run through changing everything to an integer and checking that that integer is bigger than our most, which it actually will be at some point. Okay. Then all we have to do is print our shelf at the number. Oh, at index. Print shelf at index. Right? I think so. This is gonna set the maximum. I think that's gonna work. I forgot that what I was doing is I wasn't looking at a number yet at this point. I was looking at a string still. We hadn't actually converted it. So now what I'm gonna do is look at a number by setting it equal to a range of the length. And now that should work for us. I'm really disappointed that there's no better way to change every single element in a list into an integer. But I guess it is what it is. There probably is, I just don't know it. And the game hasn't taught it to me, so here I am just winging it on the fly. How many E's? Let's see how many lowercase e's are in the titles of the books in the mechanical library. Same thing as usual. We're gonna take this. On the first line, print the list of the number of lowercase e's in the title of each book. On the second line, print the number of lowercase e's in the book's title. Okay, so for each, not each, for book in X, this is where we need count. So book.count E. And then what do we want to put this in? We need to make a new list with the number, so we're gonna have to put this into something. Y dot append. Does this work? Is that how that works? Y dot append. We're gonna have to make something y equals an empty list. I don't know how append works. If I need to put a period there. List dot append element. Okay, so that hopefully will work. Then what we're gonna have to do is print. What are we printing? Y? We're printing Y. And then we have to add them all up. So for num in Y, sum plus equals number, print sum. And I can't use sum. Or can I? Oh, maybe this is just gonna work. Print sum of Y. Oh, does that work? I wish there was a way I could see what this does by clicking on it. Well, let's try it. Oh my god, it actually works. Once again, I found something by accidentally trying to call a variable that thing. Works every time. The fourth floor is cleaned up. I came here to find a place to rest, and what do I find instead? Indeed, it wasn't quiet because it's a library, but everyone was working quietly. Before going up to the fifth floor, let's go up to the rooftop. I need to get some fresh air. Is the rooftop really a rooftop? Isn't there something else going on? This time, it's real. Think about it. What's on a hotel rooftop? A rooftop? No, a pool. It's gonna be a pool. What's on a library rooftop? A rooftop? And a hospital rooftop is also a rooftop. Let's go up. The night view from the rooftop is quite nice. Sounds good. It would be nice to see the night view from the rooftop. Why do they keep saying rooftop? Ta-da! Everybody's fixed! Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, guys, we are going to wrap it up right there in the next episode. I guess we're heading up to the rooftop. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I hope you're loving the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.